Good morning, welcome back. James here, aka the Pomp, and today we're going to be looking at an oil-based pomade. And we have not looked at an oil-based pomade that could chew grease in probably weeks by now. But like we're looking at the Grandad's line, and it's just like super nostalgic to me because today we'll be looking at Grandad's old-fashioned medium hold, which is essentially like the first oil base I ever reviewed for this channel, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's if not the first, one of the first. And so this is like the original one, and this is the new one. And there actually is a difference, and I'll kind of be commenting on this because a lot of people have tried this, so I think it's pretty safe to compare it to this product and a few others. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched that review, do watch it because it is a good baseline to tell where this pomade is because the formula was updated, and like you can definitely tell the difference. Which one we prefer, we'll talk about later. But we'll start off this review like any other and go ahead and get a close-up view of the jar and kind of talk about the design of it. This is it right here. Grandad's old-fashioned pomade, medium hold. So now we see like a red color designation versus the water base we looked at last week. And so we have ingredients on the side, and you notice here the most significant ingredients is petroleum and then beeswax. But if you had a chance to look at the original, the first Grandad's, you'll notice that the beeswax comes first and then the petroleum. So that's definitely one area that changed, and probably the most significant area that we would actually kind of be able to differentiate between. Then you have additional information on the side, also some nice labeling on the top, and opening it up, you have the product inside. And obviously it's already scooped out. I was trying it out this week before this review. But yeah, it looks like a standard oil-based pomade, and let's go ahead and start using it. Grandad's is one of the few companies out there, rather the few homebrewers, who still do a lot of custom scents and stuff like that, or really limited like edition runs with different scents. And so this is a standard one, I believe. And it has like a, I would say just like a smooth spice type of scent to it. And it's like pretty nice, it's alright and stuff like that. You know me, I mean I appreciate the scent, and I appreciate that they switch over to like essential oils and stuff like that, and so that's where you really do get the more natural scent. But spices just don't hit to me really super well and stuff like that. Well, at least in this direction. But yes, it's still pleasing, and I'm 100% sure some of you guys, or many of you guys, actually really like this one. But the original was like a nice mint scent, and that's like actually my favorite, just straight up, both because of like the menthol and the feel of the menthol, but also kind of like just the mint scent. The mint scent is like a really clean scent, both in feel and just by sensing it as a smell. But yeah, so scooping it out, I mean, initially it has like a tough, like brittle feel, pretty waxy feel to it, really similar to the original one, and really similar to like the old dude's medium. That's actually another product that's actually pretty similar to, comparable to, and so if you haven't seen that review, I would recommend it as well, and also the Lockhart's medium hold review, because those are also two other products I'll be comparing it to. But unlike the original Grandad's, this one kind of breaks down and gets really oily, because with the Grandad's medium and what had once been kind of like the signature characteristic of the Grandad's line was that no matter what hold you had, it would always be like a waxy product. And now, with the slight change in formula, you can definitely see it becomes much more of like a grease, because you can basically see how the product gets transparent, whereas with the original one, it actually doesn't get transparent. And yes, like, I really liked the Grandad's line before, and that's why I literally remember that. And it's been a long time. I haven't used it like since that first review and stuff like that. And the reason why I haven't used it is because actually, I mean, as the Pomp, I almost don't get to use the products I want to use. I mean, I moved through reviews, and that's the one decider of what's in my hair. Just a fun fact. But yeah, I mean, because it turns into like a nice transparent, like really oily grease and stuff like that, It's really easy to apply to the hair. You still do get that initial feeling, like the same, it initially feels like that old Granddad's, but when you break it down, it starts becoming more and more similar to like Old Dude's Medium, Lockhart's Medium, in terms of like how slick those products are. It doesn't have as much like stick as Old Dude's, which usually has a lot of stick, but it's like really slick along the lines of the Lockhart's Medium. Of course, easy to apply, easy to scoop out. But man, it's just a straight up throwback. When I reviewed this thing, that was like when I first transitioned from like the Pomp on Tumblr over to YouTube. Wait, not even. No, this is before I even did the whole YouTube thing. This is like a review that was just on the whole Tumblr thing. So this is like over 2 years ago. And yeah, I mean, this is why I chose to review the medium first out of the oil-based products. Just, we do it just like before. We'll go for the medium. And then I think we'll go for the heavy, then the super heavy. Then we'll drop down to the light hold. And later on when you guys see the super heavy, it is super heavy. Alright, so with the product applied, kind of feel like the scent kind of floating around, not too strong. So this product is really similar to the Lockhart's Medium in a lot of characteristics, but the scent is a lot softer. Like that Lockhart's Medium was a real big hit or miss. You either love it or you hate it. But this one's a little softer, so it's more generally accepted, and you can say it's smoother. As you can clearly see, it's really easy to comb through with, and there's like a nice kind of like bounce to it, a nice like kind of lightness to the product, which is really nice and something I really welcome. But yeah, with everything slicked back, let's go ahead and form the part and see how well it does to style. I remember with like the original Grandad's Medium, like I don't want to say it really dried out your hair, but the wax is really strong and your hair wouldn't have like the luster you see right now. And it was a little slightly more difficult to work with just because of the wax and the heaviness of it. Or not the heaviness, but the firmness of it. And I mean, that has its own benefit and stuff, and something, I mean, I do wish I had. I mean, I do miss that. But this one is just really soft. My hair actually feels really nice right now. And, oh, forgot to say, I am working with like a build-up, or rather 2 days of build-up, but as you kind of saw from before, there's not much build-up. And that means most of the pomade actually just washed out of my hair pretty easily. I mean, it's not a water-based pomade. This is an oil-based. But still, like, a lot of it came out, and it's not like a super resilient, like, heavy product, so. Yep. So go ahead and start styling the pomp now. So we'll go ahead and call it done, and I mean, it looks pretty fucking nice. I mean, it's been a long time since like I stopped for oil base, and oil bases do have their advantages. I mean, they naturally can't get super strong. I mean they can, but when you have a medium weight, there's this like naturally occurring like nice balance that basically allows you to style your hair, yet prevents you from kind of overstyling it, and you get this nice, beautiful shape. And what we see here are like the sides held back, real nice, clean, not too tight. The part is clean, sharp, and straight, and the shape of the pomp itself is really nice. We have like a good average height, but just the shape overall is just like awesome. And I mean, we'll go throughout the whole day and we'll see whether this lasts or not, because this is actually a really nice, like light feeling product. It's greasy when it's in your hands, but I mean it feels really clean right now, which I'm actually really surprised with because I thought the menthol from the original was a really one primary factor contributing to that cleansiness, but I'm still getting that same feeling. So I mean, this is nice. But yeah, so we have like in the jar, it's like slightly tough at first, not really, but you break it down real easily, get it in your hands, breaks down even more easily, and then applying to the hair, absolute breeze, just as easy as like any other like oil base that's like nice and slick. The shine is like a nice luster, though it's so greasy. You still just not get a nice balance, like a good shine. Like this is just a good shine, not too much, not too little. And then the slickness, back in oil-based pomade world, so this is nice and slick. I've missed this. And then of course like the hold is definitely like a medium, a straight medium, but the weight is light, and so the weight is kind of what helps it be like a resilient product and really last the whole day. So we'll kind of have to really watch out for that. But yeah, and then the control, I mean, it's oil-based pomade, good hold, lightweight, like done. Like it's just easy to work with. So anyways, we'll go from there, and then we'll come back in a few hours and kind of just talk about how well the pomade performed during the day. Alright, so I'm back now, and I mean, it's nearing the end of the day, but I do need to film this before I head out because I'm about to go up to Napa Valley, so just for dinner and stuff like that, and I gotta wrap this up before I go, or else I just won't be able to kind of finish it. So, I mean, nothing's changed. It's still basically the same shape. I mean, you do really a little bit like the stiffness is gone, a little bit like the wax is kind of broken down, and we are left with a slightly more greasy product, but it still doesn't feel super greasy. So I'm really thankful for that, because the main reason why I don't use oil bases frequently anymore is just because like the discomfort and the inconvenience with the greasiness. I mean, the buildup, whatever, I don't really care. The greasiness in terms of like sleeping with it, like I don't really care about that. But just during the day, the like an oily feel, a greasy feel really annoys me. But this one, pretty damn clean and stuff like that. Oh shit. What it reminds me of a lot is like the mailroom barbers, like Node Forest. Like, watch that review. This product is actually really similar and stuff like that. It does style a little lighter, which I really appreciate because I don't need that heavy. I don't really even need a medium weight product in terms of like the weight of the product, not the hold, the weight. And like this product still has a really nice light feel. And so this one is actually pretty damn legit. And the fact that it survived, like after, how many hours has it been? What time is it? It's been like probably 8 hours now, and it still like has a great shape and good shine. I mean, this is oil based, so overall endurance is really good. I mean, it's not perfect. If you do like active activity, like it's gonna fall apart. It's oil based. It doesn't dry to any extent, and so this is still really sensitive. And like restylability, super easy. It's oil based, doesn't dry at all. But you do lose a little bit of that wax. The wax kind of like goes away, kind of just like disintegrates or whatever it does. It just loses its ability to hold after a few hours in the day. And so restylability, you can restyle it easily, but you can't get as much volume as you had before, similar to any other product. The hardness, the reason why I even want to talk about the hardness is because with the original Grandad's medium hold product, it had a lot of wax, so the wax kind of settles in and it kind of gives you this like pseudo tough feel, but this one absolutely not at all. Rinsability, like this one actually washes out most of it after one shower, with shampoo of course, and two, it'll be basically gone. And so as you notice at the beginning of this review, I actually had 2 days of buildup, if you even want to call that buildup, because there was like almost none in there. And then talking about the quality of the buildup, the stuff that actually is just there, it is mostly wax. It's actually not greasy at all. If you notice, like, once again, going back to the beginning of this review, it didn't look like I had anything in my hair, but you can kind of see this sort of unnatural or not normal kind of like movement in my hair, this extra slight volume, and that's due to the small amount of wax residue like I had. But yeah, so overall, like, I mean, you can't really deny it. It's really hard to. I mean, the video is gonna show it. Like, this product receives my seal of approval because, I mean, it gave me a great pump. It survived the whole day, and I mean, I'm trying to find something bad to say about it, and yeah. I guess, I mean, I'd rather have a mint scent. I can say that. Like, I do miss the mint scent. I do miss the extra little waxiness the original had. But this, like, new formula has its own accolades and stuff like that. And so, it's another great, well balanced oil based pomade that's just always available to you guys. I would highly recommend trying or using if you guys have not, even if you have not used oil based or you are like what's the word? An experienced user of oil based. This is a great product to have in your arsenal of products. But yeah, so this has been a review for Grandad's old fashioned medium hold pomade. Other than that, guys, again, we have the promo code available for it. The Pomp, all caps, take 10% off your order of anything Grandad's actually. So use it to your advantage if you're interested. Other than that, take care, guys, and peace out.